Our next interview is our Motivational Monday feature. We haven't had that in a while, but I'm so honored to have these two young persons in studio with us talking about their space, a youth space, a forum for youth created by youth for youth voices to be heard about issues surrounding their mental health and other issues that affect the youth. We have in studio with us Adinah Sandy, who is a graphic designer and co-host of Youth Space No Holds Barred. And we also have Kareem Ryce, who is the creator and co-host of Youth Space No Holds Barred as well. Thank you for being here with us. We appreciate you.
Yes,
thanks
a lot.
Grateful to be here, grateful.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. I'm excited to have this conversation with you because I know that you both are doing some amazing things with your virtual space.
Yeah.
So tell us, in terms of the name, No Holds Barred,
Yeah.
what does that mean for you all?
Well, it means that we wouldn't be afraid to touch on anything. If there's an issue that the youths are having and they feel like voicing their concern, we facilitate them.
Right. And are there any issues that have come up so far? Because I know this is not the first season.
Yeah.
So has there been any issue that's come up so far that has been difficult for you as hosts to navigate?
Yeah, there are sometimes language barriers.
Okay.
Because we interview persons not only from Trinidad and Tobago, but it could be other Caribbean islands. For instance, this season we interviewed someone from Pakistan.
Okay.
And the way he speaks, it is difficult to understand, but we were able to understand and had a lovely interview, yeah.
Nice. So we're talking about local guests, regional guests, and also international guests.
Yeah.
So let's go back, Dinah, in terms of how this would have even come about. When was this birthed, this idea birthed?
Okay, I believe we started back in 2021.
Okay.
Youth Space No Holds Barred. We started like July or August.
So this was during the
2021.
pandemic?
During the pandemic.
Okay.
But it was like in creation for a while, and it wasn't actually supposed to be the way it is with just Kareem and I.
Yeah.
We were supposed to have another person with us.
Okay.
But it took some time, and everything happens the way it has to be. And I'm glad that Kareem actually came up with the idea, and he asked me to come on board, and I was like, yeah, for sure.
Right. Now, I know it individually, both of you have been doing some exceptional work within this space, really championing your own stories and sharing with youth. Yeah. So how was it to be able to share on this different platform, partner to have this, and what is the kind of feedback you've been receiving so far?
Lots of positive feedback. Yeah, and as you so mentioned, we have our own individual stories.
Yes.
And the thing about it is that having our own stories and understanding how important it is to feel heard, it makes it easier for us to listen to others.
Nice.
Yeah. So we have that experience in terms of. Yeah.
Okay. So this program runs, what days does it run every week?
Wednesdays.
Wednesdays,
Yeah,
okay.
Wednesdays.
And what's the time for it, and where can persons view the episodes?
Well, the episodes can be viewed on Daniel Ryce Music Studio, my Facebook page. The time is not fixed, but we tend to start at 5 p.m. to 6.
Okay.
On most occasions, if we have international guests who would be in a different time zone from ours, we would have to adjust the time to suit.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And what sort of topics have you been dealing with this season so far?
Well, for this season, we interviewed a lot of artists. We had someone named by Alyssa Joseph, and she is like an international award-winning artist. She's only 16 years old.
Wow.
And we also interviewed another creative by the name of Rizzo. She's a dancer, a singer, a creative. She paints. And we also have an artist coming up this Wednesday. His name is Gideon Gilbert. So there's a lot of music, entertainment, field persons that we are interviewing this season.
Yeah.
What sort of challenges, I guess, because Adinah, you are a motivational speaker. So even in this season, where we are navigating, youth are navigating out of the pandemic, finding themselves, some are going into choosing careers, some are writing exams.
Yeah.
What are some of the challenges that came up within the pandemic? How were you able to pivot and now kind of use those skills now?
I guess one of the skills would be like being motivated to do things. Because like during the pandemic, a lot of youths would have been discouraged because you're not able to connect with persons, so you have to try to connect with people from social media.
Right.
So I use social media as my tool to motivate youths and post up quotes or I also had something called Adinah's virtual live stream, where I would bring on different youths and have them speak about themselves or help motivate other children, as you say, who maybe have to write exam and all of that. So yeah, I would say one of the skills I gained was using social media to encourage others.
And Kareem, what about you?
Well, for me, it's very powerful to be able to bridge the gap in the digital space, because it's really a limitless space and you could be anywhere at any given time, at any part of the world, and that's my vibe. I like that, the ability to do that. And in navigating COVID-19, I'm usually an introvert, because a lot of people know this, but I am one who suffers with a mental health disorder, schizophrenia to be exact, and also a recovering drug addict. So in terms of me being able to bridge that gap and connect with people and speak and share stories, it's really important and very powerful to be able to do that.
Yeah. When were you able to experience, I guess, that freedom and that peace to share your story? And I guess, how was that feeling the first time you were able to share that story and now use it to help others?
Well, besides that, I'm also a creative. I recently released an album as well. I write, I'm a hip-hop artist, I'm a poet, I draw. Being able to experience that, that peace and that freedom is something that took some time, because it's a journey.
Yes.
And I've grown to understand that the freedom I have to be able to express myself and share who I am with the world is not something everyone is so fortunate to have, because there are pressures in life, but it's me against the world in my own way. What
as we wrap, what advice would you want to give the youth, and just to promote the episode that you have coming up this week, where they can find you on social media? But in terms of those challenges that you were just referring to, Kareem, I guess, what advice would you want to give youth even now as they are in the midst of the challenges? That advice that can take them through day by day. Adinah, you could give the advice.
All right, okay, sure. Well, I would say don't be discouraged. There would be so much challenges that would come your way and you may feel like giving up, but always just depend on God and have faith. Have faith and just never give up, no matter how discouraged you are. You may feel like giving up, but just keep pressing on and it will always work out.
Nice. And Kareem, just remind them, where on social media they can view all the past episodes and the one that's coming up this week?
Well, they definitely can view the past episodes on Daniel Ryce Music Studios, my Facebook page. Additionally, it's important to note that your journey is your journey, and it came to you, and follow your dreams, and the way will open, so keep your head up during these times.
I want to thank you, Adinah and Kareem, for coming in and really sharing about the work that you're doing. Keep up the great work. I know that it may not be easy at times, having to lead while going through your own challenges and your own process. But the same advice to you, keep on that journey, keep pushing towards, the end goal that you have in mind for yourself.
Definitely.
We take a short break. When we come back, we have one more interview before we wrap today's show. Stay with us.